Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Your Name, and today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of personalities. Specifically, we're talking about the INFJ personality type, the rarest of them all. Now, if you're an INFJ, or you know one, you might have noticed some strange and unique behaviors that make them stand out in a crowd, like they're basically walking contradictions. Introverted, extroverts, anyone. And don't even get me started on their intuition. It's like they have a direct line to the universe's secrets. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's break down 10 weird behaviors of the INFJ personality type that will totally blow your mind. Alright, let's get into it. Number 1, INFJs are super picky about their inner circle. Now, if you know an INFJ, you've probably noticed that they don't just make friends with anyone. Oh no, they take friendship seriously. We're talking next-level loyalty, deep conversations, and a bond that can survive a zombie apocalypse. These guys are like the Beyoncé of friends. Everyone wants in, but only a select few make the cut. INFJs have this uncanny ability to sense energy and vibe with people on a deeper level, so they won't just hang out with anyone who doesn't match their values or worldview. It's like they have this built-in BS detector that goes off around fake people, and you know what? That's actually pretty awesome. Because when an INFJ lets you in, they're not just letting you into their life, they're letting you into their soul. So if you're in their inner circle, consider yourself. And that's a big deal for them. Seriously, you might as well get a t-shirt made that says, "I'm an INFJ approved friend." Number 2, they're secretive, even with close friends. You might think that because INFJs are so caring and empathetic, they'll tell you everything about themselves. Nope, they're masters at keeping things close to the chest. It's like they have this hidden vault inside their minds, and only a select few get the combination. And trust me, cracking the code is harder than getting into Fort Knox. INFJs often prefer to keep their personal feelings and struggles to themselves, only sharing them with the few people they truly trust. It's not that they don't trust you, it's just that they need to feel completely safe and understood before they open up. Think of it like this. INFJs are like those beautiful, intricate journals with a lock and key. You know, there are amazing stories and secrets hidden inside, but only the person with the key gets to read them. It's like they're holding on to some mystery that makes them, well, INFJ. Number 3, INFJs will know when something's wrong, even if you don't say a word. INFJs have a superpower, the ability to read between the lines. It's like they have this sixth sense, picking up on vibes and energy that most people completely miss. You know that feeling when you're trying to hide your emotions, but your best friend knows exactly what's going on just by looking at you? Yeah, that's INFJ intuition in action. If you're feeling down, stressed, or just off, they'll probably pick up on it without you saying a word. They'll notice the slight change in your tone, the way you're fidgeting, or that far-away look in your eyes. They're incredibly intuitive, and this can sometimes make them seem a bit psychic or eerily in tune with your emotions. Don't worry, they're not reading your mind, at least not all the time. But seriously, if you're ever feeling down and need someone who just find yourself an INFJ. They'll listen without judgment, offer words of wisdom, and maybe even make you a cup of tea. Number 4, they love deep, meaningful conversations but can't stand small talk. If you ever try to talk to an INFJ about the weather or the latest celebrity gossip, you'll probably get a blank stare. Don't take it personally, it's just that their minds are wired for bigger and better things. They'd rather dissect the complexities of human existence than discuss the latest Kardashian drama. These guys don't do small talk, they crave deep, philosophical conversations about life, purpose, and the mysteries of the universe. They want to talk about things that matter, things that make you think, things that keep you up at night. So, if you want to bond with an NFJ, get ready for some mind-blowing, life-altering discussions. Be prepared to challenge your beliefs, explore new perspectives, and maybe even have your mind blown a little bit. But hey, that's what makes INFJs so fascinating, right? They force you to think outside the box and see the world in a whole new way. Number 5. INFJs often feel like they don't fully belong anywhere. INFJs tend to feel like outsiders in social situations. They may even feel disconnected from others despite having close relationships. It's like they're constantly searching for a place where they truly fit in, a place where their unique perspective is understood and appreciated. They crave connection, but they also crave authenticity, And sometimes those two things seem impossible to find in the same place. So why? Because they're so deeply introspective and idealistic, they often feel that no one quite gets them. They see the world in a different way, with a depth and complexity that most people don't even notice. This sense of not fully belonging can be both a gift and a curse. It can make them feel isolated and misunderstood, but it can also fuel their creativity and their desire to make the world a better place. So, if you have an NFJ in your life, let them know that you appreciate their uniqueness. Let them know that you see the world differently because of them. Number 6, they can get by other people's emotions. INFJs are known for their empathy, but sometimes that can become a burden. They absorb the emotions of others like emotional sponges, which can leave them feeling drained or emotionally exhausted. It's like they have this superpower that allows them to feel what others are feeling, but sometimes it feels more like a curse. They can walk into a room and instantly sense the mood, picking up on the subtle cues that most people miss. If an INFJ feels like they've been carrying around everyone else's feelings, they might need some serious time alone to recharge. They need to disconnect from the world, retreat into their own thoughts and feelings, and replenish their emotional energy. So if your INFJ friend suddenly disappears for a few days, don't worry, they're probably just recharging their empathy batteries. Just give them some space and they'll be back to their usual insightful selves in no time. Number 7, INFJs have a weird obsession with planning. Now, don't let their seemingly easygoing nature fool you. INFJs are actually big planners. They like to have a plan for everything, from their morning routine to their 5-year plan. Whether it's their career, relationships, or their personal life, they like to map things out, sometimes to a fault. They might even plan how they plan, because for an INFJ, being prepared is the key to feeling in control. It's not that they're control freaks, okay, maybe a little, it's just that they like to know what to expect. They find comfort in routine, in structure, in knowing that they have a plan in place. So if you're ever feeling lost or overwhelmed, just ask your INFJ friend for help. They probably have a spreadsheet for that. Don't be fooled by the quiet, the INFJ's fierce side. Number 8, they'll go to great lengths to avoid conflict, but when pushed, they're fierce. INFJs are peaceful by nature. They prefer harmony and will go out of their way to avoid conflict. They'd rather be the peacemaker than the troublemaker, but if you push them too far, you might see a side of them that you never expected. When they're triggered, they can be intense, passionate, and surprisingly firm in defending their values. It's like they have this inner warrior that's just waiting for the right moment to emerge. They won't back down from a fight, especially if it's something they believe in. So if you ever find yourself on the opposite side of an argument with an INFJ, tread carefully. They're not afraid to stand up for what they believe in, even if it means ruffling a few feathers. INFJ perfectionism, it's not what you think. Number 9, they're perfectionists, but not in a traditional way. INFJs have high standards, but they aren't necessarily about achieving external success. For them, it's about being authentic, doing meaningful work, and living up to their internal moral compass. They're not striving for perfection in the traditional sense of the word. They're striving for a deeper kind of perfection, one that's rooted in their values and their desire to make a difference in the world. They might have a creative project they're obsessed with, or they'll hold themselves to an ideal standard that's about making the world a better place. They want to leave their mark on the world, but they want to do it in a way that feels true to themselves. So, if you know an INFJ who's constantly striving for something more, something deeper, something that truly matters, don't try to hold them back. Encourage them to pursue their passions, to chase their dreams, to make the world a better place. The introverted extrovert of the INFJ's social chameleon act. And finally, number 10, INFJs can be both extroverted and introverted at the same time. This one's a bit of a paradox. INFJs can be very social and engaging, but they'll need plenty of downtime to recharge afterward. They can be the life of the party 1 minute and then need to retreat to a quiet corner to recharge the next. It's not that they're being fake or two-faced, it's just that they need both social interaction and solitude to thrive. They may seem outgoing in certain situations, but the moment they get home, they'll need to retreat to their quiet space to process everything. They need time to reflect, to recharge, to reconnect with their inner world. It's the best of both worlds, or maybe the worst. But hey, that's what makes INFJs so fascinating, right? They're full of contradictions, but they always manage to surprise you. So there you have it. 10 weird behaviors of the INFJ personality type. If you're an INFJ, let me know in the comments if you relate to these quirks. And if you're not an INFJ, do you have an INFJ in your life? Tell me about the weirdest behavior you've noticed. I want to hear all about your INFJ encounters, the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more awesome personality insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.